Have you ever heard about the largest chariot battle in history? This epic conflict, a testament to bravado and military strategy, is referred to as the Battle of Kadesh. Unfolding during the time when empires were expansive and the world was still largely, this historic clash took place in the year 1274 BC. It was an era of palpable tension and ceaseless conflict, an epoch of unparalleled heroism and relentless ambition. The battleground was set between two of the most formidable empires of the time. On one hand, there was the formidable Egyptian Empire, a civilization that had its roots deeply embedded in history. The Egyptians were known for their architectural marvels, their rich culture, and their mighty pharaohs. The reign of these rulers was known far and wide, and at the helm during this historic clash was Pharaoh Ramesses II, a man whose military prowess and strategic acumen was renowned. Then on the hand, the Hittite Empire, under the rule of King Muwatalli II, boasted of its own impressive feats. A civilization from the Bronze Age, the Hittites were recognized for their military strength and technological advancements, their cultural achievements, and their emphasis on warfare and martial prowess. The stage was set, and the two empires clashed in what would go down in history as one of the most significant battles ever fought. This battle holds the distinction of being the earliest battle in recorded history, for which we have detailed information about tactics and formations. Now imagine a time when the Egyptian and Hittite empires were at their peak, both vying for control of Syria, a region of strategic importance. This was an era of great power, a time when empires were built and fell and kings fought fiercely for control over territories. In the east, the Hittite Empire, led by the determined King Muwatalli II, was a formidable force, with a strong military and a thriving economy. It was known for its technological advancements and architectural grandeur. On the other side of the equation was the Egyptian Empire under Pharaoh Ramesses II, a leader known for his ambition and strategic acumen. His rule marked by significant military campaigns, architectural achievements, and an unwavering commitment to expand his kingdom. His eyes were set on Syria, a region endowed with natural resources and strategic geographical positioning. The conflict between these two mighty empires was rooted in their shared desire for control over Syria. The Egyptian advance into Syria wasn't just an expansion, it was a statement of power and control. This ambition wasn't lost on King Muwatalli II, who understood the implications of an Egyptian presence in Syria. The Hittite king was no less than his Egyptian counterpart. He was ready to mobilize his forces, to interrupt and possibly halt the Egyptian expansion. The Syria that both these powers desired was a land full of wealth, and the strategic advantage it offered was too significant to ignore. Thus, the stakes were high for both the Egyptian and Hittite empires. King Muwatalli II of the Hittites was equally resolute in his determination to thwart this expansion. Picture the scene as Ramesses II confidently led his army into Kadesh, a city on the Orontes River in what is now Syria. The day was hot, the air filled with anticipation and uncertainty. Ramesses II, a pharaoh in his prime, sat atop his chariot, his body adorned in golden armor that glistened under the scorching sun, his countenance displaying an unwavering confidence. His army, a formidable force of thousands, stretched out behind him, a sea of shining helmets and spears. Their destination, Kadesh, a city of strategic importance, was nestled comfortably on the banks of the river Orontes. The city's walls, tall and daunting, served as the only barrier separating the Egyptians from their territorial ambitions. It was Ramesses' belief that the Hittite forces, their sworn enemies, were far off, a miscalculation that would soon prove costly. What he didn't know was that the Hittites were closer than he thought. They'd cunningly positioned themselves ready to the Egyptian army at its most vulnerable moment. As the Egyptian forces began crossing the river, the Hittites sprang into action. The air was suddenly filled with the screams of men and horses. The Egyptian infantry, taken completely by surprise, was swiftly overwhelmed by the Hittite chariots, their speed and advantage in the sudden onslaught. The chaos was instant and overwhelming. Even Ramesses II himself The Golden Pharaoh was nearly killed in the ambush, the mighty leader found fighting for his life, caught in the maelstrom of battle. He was stunned, but not defeated. Displaying great fortitude, he managed to rally his troops and organize a counterattack. The battle was fierce and prolonged. It was a chaotic day on the battlefield. Men from both sides with faces smeared with grime, their eyes reflecting determination and fear alike. The ground beneath them was littered with defeated bodies of fellow soldiers. But they kept on fighting, fueled by adrenaline and the sheer will to survive. The sun climbed high, casting long, morose shadows of warriors locked in deadly combat. Sweat dripped from their brows, mixing with the dust and blood to create streaks of grime on their face. The air was thick with the metallic tang of blood and the harsh cries of combatants, a brutal symphony of war. It was a day of constant clash and clang of swords, of shrieks and roars, of men testing their courage and resilience against each other. Hours passed, but neither side could secure a decisive advantage. The battle cry of the Hittites echoed across the battlefield, a chilling sound that sent shivers down the spine of the bravest warriors. The Egyptians responded with equal fervor, their shouts a defiant contradiction to the Hittites' baying war cries. Despite the relentless onslaught, neither side showed signs of significant weakness. The Hittites, after what seemed like an eternity on the battlefield, eventually withdrew. They retreated, their steps heavy with fatigue and disappointment. Yet the Egyptians, who had fought so valiantly, failed to capture Kadesh. Even after the Hittites' retreat, they couldn't claim the victory they had so desperately sought. The landscape was a testament to their efforts, scattered with remnants of the fierce battle, but Kadesh remained elusive, a glaring reminder of the harsh reality of war. The Battle of Kadesh was a tactical stalemate. The clash occurred in the 13th century BC, at a time when the Egyptian and Hittite empires were two of the most formidable powers. On the face of it, both parties hoped to achieve victory and establish their supremacy. But the reality was far more complex. Both the Egyptian and Hittite forces had amassed on the banks of the Orontes River, preparing for a conflict that would echo through the annals of history. The armies were vast, a sea of warriors, horses, and chariots, all geared up for the impending showdown. The tension was palpable, a silent storm brewing before the inevitable tempest. Both sides suffered heavy losses.
The Egyptian Pharaoh Ramesses II and the Hittite King Muwatalli II led their armies with courage and determination. However, the battle was far from decisive. The carnage was immense, the destruction far-reaching, yet neither could definitively say they had achieved their goals. Yet the battle had a profound impact on the balance of power in the region. The dynamics changed with this single encounter, affecting the political landscape for centuries to come. It is fascinating to observe how this one battle affected the geopolitical structures and alliances of the ancient world. The Battle of Kadesh is of great significance to historians today. The detailed accounts of the war tactics, the formations, the strategies, all provide a window into the world of ancient warfare. It sheds light on the military prowess of the time and provides a unique perspective on the leadership styles and military philosophies of these great empires. Moreover, it offers a rare glimpse into the geopolitical dynamics of the ancient world. It provides crucial insights into the political, economic, and societal structures of the time, offering a comprehensive understanding of the complexities and nuances of ancient civilizations. The Battle of Kadesh, the largest chariot battle in history, stands as a testament to the might of the Egyptian and Hittite empires and the relentless ambition of their leaders.